Hi, everybody. It's Congressman Jamie Raskin. Hello to Maryland's beautiful 8th District and all of our friends beyond. I'm coming to you on July the 16th, 2021, with my favorite time of the week, Local Heroes. And I'm getting to celebrate two really extraordinary local heroes this week. Lana Anderson, who's a rising senior at Blair High School, and her mom, Roxanne Yamashita. And we are celebrating them because of an amazing group that Lana started several years ago when she was, I think, in 7th or 8th grade at Tacoma Park Middle School, called Small Things Matter. And you may have heard of Small Things Matter because it is a local charity and community and civic action group, which has really been making big waves in terms of its positive effect on the community. So let me start by welcoming Lana and welcoming Roxanne and thanking you for everything that you've been doing with Small Things Matter.
Thank you for having us. We're really excited to be here.
Well, we're psyched to toast you. So, but Lana, start off by telling us how all this got started. I think it goes back to middle school, right?
Yeah, so in middle school, I was heavily involved with the Difference Makers Service Club at Tacoma Park Middle School. I was like vice president of the grade and then president of the 8th grade. And it was kind of one of my first chances to try to organize service and make it possible for other people to participate in it. But I think, well, the seed for Small Things Matter goes back even further than that to when I was really young. There is this program called the Thoughtful Treasures Program at the National Institutes of Health Children's Inn, where basically people donate various items that they've made or purchased or whatever, just something fun and small. And then each one of the sick children there gets a present every day to try to cheer them up while they're away from home and maybe a little sad and in pain. But I got involved with this because that's where my parents work at the NIH. So even as a very young child, I had tons of fun being able to do something I really loved and make little crafts that then I could give to someone else to help cheer them up. So while I really thought, I think that it's very important for children of all ages to be involved in service, even though like SSL hours start at 6th grade. There's plenty of important and great experiences that kids younger than that can participate in. And so with Small Things Matter, I kind of wanted to pair my personal experience with service from a young age with my experience organizing with difference makers to create a nonprofit that empowers people of all ages to give back to the community and do some service together.
Well, so who's involved in it now? How old do you have to be? Is it mostly kids or is it grown-ups or?
Well,
it's a mix.
Yeah.
We have a lot of, there's 3 parts to it. There's a food component, literacy, and a crafting for charity. And Lana's heavily involved in the latter 2 portions because that was the foundation of the club. So she does a lot of the literacy outreach to young children and also putting together crafting opportunities to engage children of all ages. So we've had kids as young as 2 and all the way up to
their grandparents.
All the way up to their grandparents. So.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so, Roxanne, on the public materials, you're listed as the executive director. And I know you're also a full-time scientist at NIH. So what does that mean? Like, how much time are you spending on this working with Lana?
Well, the program really our food program kind of blew up during the pandemic. So that's when I kind of stepped in to do all the organization of all the volunteers that we need to do all the pickups of the food that we get donated from Imperfect Foods and Wegmans and Friendly Bread and Trader Joe's, and as well as all the other volunteers that we need then to pack the food and then to deliver the food and to distribute the food. So, oh, how many?
So it's,
Yes.
I don't want to say because people at work will get mad at me.
well, okay, so it sounds like the food operation is something that you're integrally involved in. And then Lana, you're keeping together the crafts portion of it and the literacy portion of it. Tell us about the literacy part of it. Like, how does that work? Are you connecting high school kids with little kids, or how are you doing that?
So it's a mixture. At least before the pandemic, it was a mixture of distributing books, primarily to like lower income families, and like Title I schools and things like that, and helping encourage reading at various community events. Like we helped with some of the PTA meetings, just like corralling the kids and reading to them, and just trying to make sure that everyone knows that reading is fun and a good thing to do. But now, to try to reduce contact, we're just like giving out books at our food distributions. And I mean, it's been one event.
That's cool. Wait, these are children's books or children's and grown-up?
Yeah, we get donations of, if we get monetary donations, we purchase new books, or sometimes people donate new things. And we try to make sure that everything's either new or like very, very good quality, so that it's, like the same experience as getting to go to a bookstore or something, where you can have something that's good quality and yours to take home.
That's beautiful. Well, tell us about the title, the name of the organization, Lana. What does that mean? Small Things Matter.
Well, Small Things Matter, I think, kind of has two meanings. So firstly, it's that even a tiny act can really be impactful on someone else. Just like a kind word or a smile at a stranger can make a huge difference in their life. And so if everyone does a tiny little thing, they all really add up to a huge impact. And that's what we're trying to do. And then the second one, I guess, is sort of a pun-ish, where, we're working with children who are small. So
yeah, well, that's beautiful. Your first point reminds me of Bobby Kennedy, who talked about tiny ripples of hope all getting together and making a huge wave of change. So that's beautiful. And of course, nothing matters more than the small people around us. So thank you, Lana, for focusing everybody's attention on that. Roxanne, thank you for having your daughters back and getting pulled into it the way all of us are getting pulled into our kids' projects. That's sweet. That's beautiful. Thank you for making such a beautiful reflection of Rockville and the people of Rockville and the people of Montgomery County. That's really extraordinary. And for everything that you guys are doing, for the big impact you're making in terms of literacy and charity and solidarity and food. You guys are our local heroes the week of July 16th. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to our team. Without them, none of this would be possible. We've been so blessed to have so much help from the community. I mean, we have so many wonderful partners, Silver Spring Cares, all of our members, everyone. And of course, wonderful heroes like you, Jamie, that inspire us every day. So thank you.
That's very kind, Roxanne. And I know you've got supporters all the way through Montgomery County and across the 8th District, Frederick and Carroll, and you go from Rockville all the way down to Silver Spring and Tacoma Park. So thanks to, I think you've got more than 100 volunteers, 150 volunteers. Thanks to everybody who's involved with Small Things Matter. These small things are making a very big difference in our community. You guys are our local heroes. So rock on, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.